In this video, we're going to talk about the recent launch of Miacar, changes in the e-commerce business, and the way I imagine e-commerce to be in 10 years. Dominic, I work and live here in Zurich. I have a business background. I made my first experience in the startup world in my early 20s when I helped a friend building up a new sports gear company. But then I decided to start in the corporate world. I believe that every company that grows somehow or at one point will be a corporate partially. To me, it was important to also see that world and learn that. I did work for almost 10 years for an international company, was living 7 years abroad. That was an exciting time. Then I decided to come back to Zurich and start my own company with two partners. During those 5 years, we built the biggest grocery shopping app or platform in Europe. And yeah, since 3 months, I'm the CEO and co-founder of Miacar. Miacar is the new way how Swiss people will do online grocery shopping. The offer towards the customer is the most popular regional products. When it comes to the supermarket offer, we deliver free with a minimum basket of only 25 francs at lowest prices. That means the prices are not higher than what you would see in the stationary supermarket. And very crucial to us, we deliver our products with a very high personal service. That's important to us. And if you look around in the e-commerce world, I would say that's one of the things that is still missing, this personal service, and that's something we're also strongly focusing on. Migros is a financial investor in our company. We are a daughter company, but we are a completely independent company the way I see it. And the way we build it is we build a team from scratch. And I think that's also very important for the case to be successful. We build a team with externals. That's also why, or an important part why this whole thing will work. We can use resources from the Migros group. That's also something that is important for the case. So when it comes, for example, to procurement or logistics part, so there it will help us a lot to make this case successful. During the next 2-3 months, we're basically in the phase of the product market fit. There's still a lot of tweaks we have to do on the product. For us, it was very important from the beginning on and also continuously to learn what the customers want. So the exchange with the customers is crucial to us. And also to learn from the scaling phase that will start somewhere in autumn. We're gonna open another 3-4 routes in the region of Bern. One of them will be already in the city of Bern. That's a new challenge for us, I would say, when it comes to logistics, things like traffic, for example. And we do that on purpose because, as I mentioned before, as of autumn, we're going into the scaling phase where we plan to open 2 routes roughly every month. With Miacar, our long-term vision is to become the #1 grocery shopping provider in the market. It's also important for us that we can reach a much wider audience when it comes to online grocery shopping. I'm convinced that we're still at the very beginning when it comes to online grocery shopping in Switzerland. And because we own the whole process, let's say, including the last mile, and last mile will be an absolutely important topic also for the future. That's another topic that long-term will be interesting for us. So we will start with grocery, but if you think ahead, there is many other things you can either deliver or take back from a customer, but you can only do that when you own the last mile and when you have a last mile offering that is efficient and profitable. And that's another thing we will tackle, but we will start with the supermarket products. First time talk officially about Miacar. We just launched officially 2-3 weeks ago. So having the opportunity to be on stage and present what we're doing, because that's something we're gonna push forward in the next couple of weeks to make the brand visible, to acquire customers, and that was a nice start for us. To be successful in online business, I personally believe you have to have a product that is built to last. I personally don't believe in products that are just based on a hype that might run for 1 or 2 years. I'm also very critical when it comes to products that have a huge growth phase in the beginning and don't care about the revenue models. That can work. I personally question it very much, especially looking forward into the future. So if you build a company, you already have to have a good idea from the beginning on how you're going to make money and how it's possible to be profitable at one point. And I think those kind of things have to be clear from the beginning on. That doesn't mean it doesn't make sense to invest heavily into growth. That's not what I want to say. But to have a clear idea how you want to approach, I think those things are key for success in e-commerce. In 10 years from now, I believe that we will see in e-commerce a further concentration and consolidation at the same time. So I believe there will be a few very big players, even bigger than there are now. Almost every industry where there is certain potential for volumes, there will be there. At the same time, I also expect smaller companies to find their niche, to offer a very specific product, maybe also a different service to the customers, not with as many volumes, but with interesting margins. So I think it will just continue the way it is already now, but having a stronger focus on some very big companies. And every smaller company really has to find the right angle how they can approach their customers. As I mentioned before, I believe that both data and the new technologies will play a very important role, meaning that things like chatbots can of course help to improve your product, but companies also have to be very careful that they don't lose the direct connection towards their customers.
In the next video, you'll see how luxury watches are sold online, why data is the most important thing in e-commerce, and what the future trends are and what you should watch out for.